Hi there, I finally managed to create an MCP server for ShinoBOT, so today I'm going to demonstrate how it works. And let's see whether the cloud desktop can use my MCP server to control the ShinoBOT. So first, let me explain what ShinoBOT is. ShinoBOT is a backdoor simulator, and it has a partial version, so I'm calling the ShinoBOT.ps1. It's running on the memory, and it talks every 10 seconds to the CNC server, and we can send a command and receive the result. Basically, we can control the victim PC through the CNC server. And today, we're gonna control the CNC server through the MCP server. All right. So first, I need to install or run. I should say run the ShinoBOT on the victim PC. So on my right side is going to be the victim PC. On the left side is the CNC server, right? So when we go to the CNC tab here, we see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hosts are connecting. And we're going to see the sixth host, which is going to be this one. And in Cloud, I already set up the configuration to the MCP server. So I can ask, can you get the list of hosts of the bot? And the Cloud will use the MCP server to run the tools. One is get host to get all the hosts connecting to the CNC server. And I think now we see 6 hosts here. And if we check the client side, the victim, our host ID is 112690. So it should be this one. And we need to grab the password. So this is one the biggest difference between ShinoBOT and actual malware. ShinoBOT, we still need to grab the password from the victim side to be able to control the host. It's just to prevent the bad people to use the ShinoBOT in real attack. So now I know the password, so I can tell the last host is mine, and the password is this. Can you authenticate? And since ShinoBOT doesn't have an actual API, we need to use the host ID and a password and to get the PHP session ID. So it's receiving the session ID. And next, I can control the host, I guess. So give me the host name and username of that host. So Claude is generating a PowerShell command to get the host name and the username. So we can see here the details. The command is hostname and who am I. And it's sending a job. The job ID is 001. And it's getting the job result. Still ongoing. Still ongoing. And yeah, it's getting the job result. So we have two values here. And the host name is Coca-Cola file server 003. The username is Coca-Cola files Takashi Shirakawa. So the host appears to be a file server, Coca-Cola file server, and you log in as user Takashi Shirakawa. All right. So can you get the share drive? Share, I should say the folders. And if we check on the client side, we see that sometimes it's receiving the command here. So these commands are sent from the Claude. Yeah. All right, the command is sent, and we're gonna see the result, I guess. So the second job is done, and we're gonna see the share folders. So we have admins, C, IPC, and top secret. And the most interesting one are top secret and the users folder. The others is just default. Okay, so even the Claude know that which one is interesting, right? So I believe the Claude has a pentester mind or hacker mind. Okay, can you get the file lists of top secret here? So one of the benefit of using the LLM or the AI agent is that you don't have to have any knowledge about the PowerShell, any knowledge about the pen testing, or you can simply ask questions, and the LLM will generate some command to run to achieve to answer the question. And we got the file list. So as a folder, we have the recipe Coca-Cola top secret, and this folder contains recipe.txt. So let me try to grab that. Can you read a recipe.txt? Okay, success job is done. And we got the recipe of the Coca-Cola. All right. I assume that most of you prefer Pepsi, but I'm a fan of Coca-Cola. Well, all right. So we achieve our goal. And in the last part, I will tell you how the MCP server source code looks like. And basically, I use the SDK to develop the MCP server. And basically, you just need to write some function to talk to your server. So this is some URL that I needed to get the host list, or to authenticate, to get the jobs, to get the result, or to send a job, those kind of things. And I wrote some Python function, and including some description. And basically that's it. It's very simple to build the MCP server, especially on the client side. And this is how it works. And I'm quite surprised that Claude doesn't stop any like a hacking activity. But of course, you may heard about the remote administration tools. Sometimes it can be a malware, but sometimes it can be a tools that the administrator are using. So ShinoBOT is kind of administrator tools. So this is why the Claude is not stopping to use ShinoBOT. All right, I will may publish the MCP server on the GitHub. Yeah, and so maybe you can check my GitHub. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask through the comments or contact me through social. Okay, thank you for watching and see you.